Yes, welcome on this beautiful, incredibly humid August afternoon. What better work to perform than a Christmas play? Although Twelfth Night takes place on the final night of the Holy Christmas Festivus, Shakespeare clearly found his muse in the Festivus, not the Holy. Imagine, if you would, a play titled Spring Break, Day 8. Don't be afraid, guys. Your laughter will not distract me. There are 17 speaking roles in the original text of Twelfth Night. There are also servants, attendants, sailors, officers, and rabble. There is, however, one character that does not appear on stage, but would have been immediately recognizable to the audience at the time. In much the same sense that Shakespeare's Henry IV was written about those living under Henry IV's reign, Twelfth Night could be titled Petrarch. This is why I wanted to do this inside. Petrarch, yes. Petrarch was a 14th century Italian poet whose works about idealized and unrequited love were widely popular among 16th century youth. In the same way that Romeo set Juliet in the east to serve as his sun, the fixed point which he would orbit around for all of eternity, Petrarch equated learning to love a lady with learning to love God. Now, love, he affirmed, is to suffer. Step back, please. And this generates a corollary. So, if you, and all the way back there, if you are not suffering, yes, then it is not love.
It did not seem to me to be a time to guard myself against love's blows. So I went on, confident, unsuspecting. From that my troubles started amongst public sorrows.
In deifying the love object, Petrarch made love, like God, unattainable, a quest without an end. To Shakespeare's comedic sensibilities, Petrarch's romanticism proved fertile ground. For us, tonight, or this afternoon, love's afflictions persist in the distant land of Illyria. Our tormented victim, Count Orsino. It's okay, boy. Who cannot pull himself from his pining long enough to govern his people. The object of his exaltation, Olivia, who cannot love him.
If music be the fruit of love, play on. Give me excess of it, that surfeiting the appetite may sicken and so die. That strain again, it had a dying fall. Oh, it came o'er my ear like the sweet sound that breathes upon a bank of violets, stealing and giving odor. Enough! No more. 'Tis not so sweet now as it was before. Oh, when mine eyes did see Olivia first, methought she purged the air of pestilence. That instant was I turned into a heart. My desires, like fell and cruel hounds, e'er since pursue me. How now? What news from her?
So please, my lord, I might not be admitted, but from her handmaid do return this answer. Sir, please. The element itself, till 7 years its heat, shall not behold her face at ample view, but like a cloistress, she will veil and walk in water once a day her chamber round, with eye-offending brine. All this to season a brother's lost love, which she would keep fresh and lasting in her sad remembrance.
Oh. She that hath a heart of that fine frame, to pay this debt of love but to a brother. How will she love, when the rich golden shaft hath killed the flock of all affections else that live in her? When liver, brain, and heart, these sovereign thrones are all supplied and filled with one self-king. Away before me! Way before me to sweet beds of flowers. Love thoughts lie rich when canopied with bowers.
What country friend is this?
This is Illyria, lady.
And what should I do in Illyria? My brother, he's in Elysium. Perchance he is not drowned. What think you, sailor?
It is perchance that you yourself will say.
Oh, my poor brother. So perchance he may be. Who governs here?
Orsino.
I've heard my father mention his name. He was a bachelor then.
So is now, or was so, very late. But a month ago I went from hence, and then it was fresh at murmur that he did seek the love of fair Olivia.
Conceal me what I am and be my aid, for this disguise shall happily become the form of my intent. I will serve this Orsino. Oh, thou shalt present me as a eunuch to him. It may be worth thy pains, for I can sing and speak to him in many sorts of music that may very well worth his favor. What else mayhap time I will commit? Only shape thou silence to my wit.
No. Linger your patience on, and together we shall digest the abuse of distance. Thence, across Illyria do we convey you safe to the somber house of Olivia, where in the wee hours of the morning, Olivia's handmaid Maria has her hands full, with 2 noble knights and third-degree drunks. Olivia's uncle, Sir Toby Belch, and...
Oh, that's better.
And one of Orsino's rival suitors to Olivia, Sir Andrew Aguecheek, the tallest man in Illyria, knighted by God knows who, for, well, God knows what.
Bye, Sir Toby. Huh? You must come in early at night. Your niece, my lady, takes great obsession into your ears. Oh, come on. Confine yourself within the modest limits of order. This drinking will undo you.
Hello!
Ah,
Sir Toby Belch! How now, Sir Toby Belch? Oh, sweet Sir Andrew! Ooh, Bless you, fair shrew.
And you too, sir.
Accost, Sir Andrew, accost. What's that? My niece's chambermaid. Oh, good Mistress Accost, I desire better acquaintance.
My name is Maria, sir.
Oh, good Mistress Mary Accost. You mistake. Sir Knight, accost is front her, board her, woo her, assail her. Oh, by my troth, I'll not undertake her in this company. Is that the meaning of accost?
Fare you well, gentlemen.
Oh, if thou let part so, Sir Andrew, wouldst thou might never draw sword again. If you part so, mistress, would I might never draw sword again. Fair lady, do you think you have fools in hand?
Sir, I don't have you by the hand.
Ooh, marry, but you shall have, and here's my hand.
Oh, it's dry, sir.
Oh, knight, thou lackst a cup of canary. When did I ever see thee so put down? Never in your life, I think, unless you see canary put me down. Methinks sometimes I have no more wit than a Christian or an ordinary man has. But I am a great eater of beef, and I believe that does harm my wit. No question. I'll ride home tomorrow, Sir Toby. Olivia will not be seen. Do you mind? I'm having a moment here. Or if she be, it's 4-1, she'll none of me. The Count himself here hard by woos her. She'll none of the Count. She'll not match above her degree, not in estate, years, nor wit. I've heard her swear it. Tut, man, there's life in it. Faith, I can cut a caper. Ooh, ahoo, hoo. And I have the back trick strong as simply as any man in Illyria. Yeah, right! Wherefore are these things hid? Wherefore have these gifts a curtain before them? Are they like to take dust? Is it a world to hide virtues in?
Meanwhile, there are chickens. Meanwhile, we shipwrecked Viola's plan to dress as a man, serve in Orsino's course to avoid being delivered to the world, has worked. Indeed. Indeed, too well, it seems.
He's very good at singing.
Cesario, thou knowest no less but all. I have unclasped to thee the book even of my secret soul. Therefore, good youth, address thy gate unto Olivia. Stand at her doors. Be not denied access. Tell them, there thy fixed foot shall grow till thou have audience.
Sure, my noble lord, but if she be so abandoned by her sorrows when it is spoke, she'll never admit me.
Be clamorous, and leap all civil bounds rather than make unprofited return.
Say I do speak with her, my lord. What then?
Oh. Then unfold the passion of my love. Surprise her with discourse of my dear faith. It shall become thee well to act my woes. She will attend it better in thy youth than in annuncios of more grave aspect.
I think not so, my lord.
Dear lad, believe it, for they shall yet belie thy happy years that say thou art a man. Diana's lip is not more smooth and rubious. Thy small pipe is as the maiden's organ, shrill and sound, and all is semblative a woman's part. I know thy constellation is right apt for this affair.
I'll do my best to woo your lady. Woo, yet bearful strife. Wooer I woo myself would be his wife.
As would any self-respecting countess, Olivia keeps a jesting fool, who has been lost of late, to the festivities of the season.
Wit, if it be thy will, put me into good fooling. Those wits that think they have thee do very often prove fools, and I that am sure I lack thee may pass for a wise man. For what says Chronopolis? Better a witty fool than a foolish wit. God bless thee, lady.
Take the fool away.
Do you not hear, fellow? Take away the lady.
Go to, you're a dry fool. I'll know more of you. Besides, you grow dishonest.
Two faults, Madonna. That drink and good counsel will amend. Forgive the dry fool drink, then is the fool not dry. With the dishonest man mend himself. If he mend, he is no longer dishonest. If he cannot, let the tale amend him. Anything that's mended is but patched. Virtue that transgresses is but patched with sin, and sin that amends is but patched with virtue. The lady bade take away the fool, therefore I say again, take her away.
Sir, I bade them. Take away you.
A good Madonna, give me leave to prove you a fool.
Can you do it?
Dexterously, good Madonna.
Make your proof.
Good Madonna, why mourn'st thou?
Good fool, for my brother's death.
I think his soul is in hell, Madonna.
I know his soul to be in heaven, fool.
The more fool, Madonna, to mourn for your brother's soul being in heaven. Take away the fool, Malvolio. Yay!
What think you of this fool? Doth he not mend?
I marvel your ladyship takes delight in such a barren rascal.
Oh, you are sick of self-love, Malvolio. There is no slander in an allowed fool.
Madam, a young gentleman desired to speak with you.
Go you, Malvolio. If it be suit from the Count, I'm sick. Or not at home. Just do what you will to dismiss it. Let him approach. Get me my veil.
The honorable lady of the house? Which is she?
Speak to me. I'll answer for her.
Most radiant, exquisite, and unmatchable beauty. I pray you, tell me if this be the lady of the house, for I never saw her. I would loathe to cast away my speech, though it is excellently well penned. I did take great pains to con it.
Yeah. Are you a comedian?
Oh, no, my profound heart. And yet by the very fangs of malice, I am not what I play. Are you the lady of the house?
I heard you were saucy at my gates. If you have manners, be gone. If you have business, be brief. 'Tis not the time of moon with me to make so skipping a dialogue. Surely you must have some hideous matter to deliver if the mere courtesy of it were so fearful. Speak your office.
It alone concerns your ears. My words are full of peace's matter.
Yet you began rudely. What are you? What would you?
The rudeness that hath appeared in me I've learned from my entertainment. What I am and what I would are as secret as maidenhead. To your ears, divinity. To all others, profanation.
Give us this place alone. We will hear this divinity. Now, sir, where lies your text?
In Orsino's bosom.
In what chapter of his bosom?
In the first of his heart.
Oh, I have read it. It's heresy. Have you no more to say?
Good lady, let me see your face.
Have you any commission from your lord to negotiate with my face? You're out of your text. Yet, we will draw the curtain and show you the picture. Is it not well done?
'Tis excellently well done, if God did all.
Oh, it will endure wind and weather.
'Tis beauty truly blent, whose red and white nature's own sweet and cunning hand laid on lady. You are the cruelest she alive. If you shall leave these graces to the grave and leave the world no copy.
Oh, sir, I would not be so hard-hearted. I will give out divers schedules of my beauty, inventoried and labeled to my will. Item, 2 lips, indifferent red. 2 gray eyes with lids to them, 1 chin, 1 neck, and so forth. Were you sent hither to praise me?
I see what you are. You are too proud. If you are the devil, you are fair. My lord and master loves you.
How does he love me?
With adorations, fertile tears, with groans that thunder love and sighs of fire. Oh! Oh! Oh!
Your lord does know my mind. I cannot love him, though I suppose him virtuous. Know him noble, a fresh and stainless youth, and in voices well divulged, free, learned, valiant, and in the shape of nature, a gracious person, but I cannot love him.
If I did love you in my master's flame, with such suffering, such a deadly life in your denial, I would not understand it. It would make no sense.
Why, what would you?
Build me a willow cabin at your gate and calm my soul within the house. Write loyal cantations of condemned love and sing them loud even in the dead of night. Cry your name to the reverberant hills and make the babbling gossip of the air cry out Orsino, Olivia! Lady, you shall know no rest between the elements of earth and air, but you will pity me.
What is your parentage?
But my fortunes, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman.
Get her to your lord. Let him send no more. I cannot love him. Unless, perchance, you were to come again this way to tell me how he takes it. I thank you for your pains. Here, spend this for me.
I am no paid post, lady. Keep your purse. My master, not myself, lacks recompense. Love makes his heart of flint, which you shall love. And with your fervors, like my master's, be contempt. Farewell, fair cruelty.
What is your parentage? Above all, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman. Well, I'll be sworn thou art. Oh, thy tongue, thy face, thy limbs, action, spirit, do give thee fivefold blazon, but not too fast, soft. Soft. Even so quickly as one may catch the plague, methinks I've caught this youth's perfections with the slender and stealthy grip in mine own eyes. Well, let it be.
What ho, Malvolio?
Here, madam!
Run after that peevish messenger. He left this ring behind him. Tell him I'll none of it. If he wished to hold up his lord with false hopes, well, if that youth were to come again this way tomorrow, I'll give him reason for it. Hie thee, Malvolio!
Madam, I will!
Thus, our swift scene flies in motion, with no less celerity than that of, thought. Suppose that you back there, well, you've already seen him, it's okay. Suppose that you have seen Viola's lost brother Sebastian, thought drowned in the frothy sea, alive, here in Illyria, attended by his loyal, devoted, overly devoted, possibly a little bit obsessive, servant.
No.
Special friend? Roommate. Antonio. Antonio cannot enter the city because he may, or may not, be a pirate. Or he may, or may not, have caused Orsino's nephew to lose a leg.
Wait!
Now, entertain conjecture of a time when the creeping murmur and the pouring dark fill the wide vessel of this universe.
Were you not even now with the Countess Olivia? Even now, sir, on a moderate pace, I have since arrived but hither.
She returns this ring to you, sir. You might have saved me my pains to have taken it away yourself, but she adds, moreover, that you should put your lord into a desperate assurance she will none of him, and one thing more, that you never be so hardy to come again in his affairs. Unless it be to report his taking of this.
I'll take
receive. You will?
No. Yeah.
Well, receive it so.
Oh, she took no ring of me. I'll have none of it.
Oh, good sir. You peevishly threw it to her, and her will is it should be so returned.
Oh.
If it be worth stooping for, there it lies in your eye. If not, be it his that finds it.
I took no ring of hers. What means this lady? Fortune forbid my outside has not charmed her. She made good view of me, indeed, and methought her eyes had lost her tongue, for she did speak and starts distractedly. She loves me.
Sure, the cunning of her passion invites me in this trellis messenger. What my lord's ring he sent her none.
I am the man. If it be so, as 'tis, poor lady, she better off love a dream. Disguise, I see thou art wickedness, wherein the pregnant enemy does so much. Oh, how easy is it for proper false in women's waxen hearts to set their forms. Alas, our frailty is the cause, not we. For such will made up, such will be. My master loves her dearly, and I, poor monster, seem to dote as much on him, and she, mistaken, seems to dote on me. Oh, what will become of this? Oh, I am man. My state is dastard, for my master's love as I am woman. Oh, now, alas, today, with thriftless sigh shall poor Olivia breathe. Oh, time, thou must untangle this, not I. This is much too hard of a knot for me to untie. Oh, God.
Leaving no other moral or semantical alternative, a hot dog is a sandwich. A false conclusion. Oh. I hate it as an unfilled can. A sandwich, as defined, requires, at minimum, one piece of meat, possibly cheese, possibly vegetables or other leafy greens. Often, dare I say, usually, condiments between 2 slices of bread. A hot dog bun is one piece of bread, incompletely sliced. A hot dog, a hot dog can only be considered a sandwich in the same way a square is considered a rectangle. A square shares all the same qualifications as a rectangle, but it is also its own distinct shape. And most people, myself included, would call you a pedant if you insisted on referring to it as a rectangle. Besides, no one, anywhere, calls a hot dog a tube steak sandwich. But we do say submarine sandwich. Thou art a scholar. Let us therefore eat and drink. Maria, a stoop of wine and tube steak sandwiches.
What a hurry you keep in here! I'm sure Malvolio's wanting to tell you to my lady.
Oh.
You wanna be through now?
3 merry men be we.
No!
Am I not?
For the love of God! Peace!
Ooh, here comes the fool. Oh, welcome, ass. A song! Woo! Yeah! There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was the Billy of Tea. The winds blew high and the bow dipped down. Oh, blow my Billy boy, blow. Soon may the weatherman come to bring us surety and rum. One day when the tugging is done, we'll take our leave and go. She'll not be 2 weeks from shore when on her tail a right whale bore. The captain cried, all hands, and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Soon may the weatherman come to bring us surety and rum. One day when the tugging is done, we'll take our leave and go.
Are you mad? Have you no wit, manners, nor honesty, but to gabble like tinkers at this time of night? Do you make an alehouse of my lady's house that you squeak out your sea shanties without any mitigation or remorse of voice? Is there no respect for place, persons, or time in you?
We did keep time.
Toby! I must be round with you. My lady bade me tell you that, though she harbors you as her kinsman, she's nothing allied to your disorders. You can separate yourself and your misdemeanors. You are welcome to the house. If not, it would please you to take leave of her. She is very willing to bid you farewell.
The woman comes to bring us surety.
Hey, good tree, Toby?
Yeah! Out of tune, sirrah? Art thou any more than a steward? Dost thou think, because thou art virtuous, there shall be no more cakes and ale, huh? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about! Oh, go, sir. Rub your chain with crumbs. A stoop of wine, Maria!
Mistress Mariah, if you prize my lady's finger at anything more than contempt, you would not give me an uncivil rule. She shall hear of this by this hand!
Aburrido, santurrón, engreído. se cree? Ugh. I call him a Puritan.
Oh. If I thought that, I'd beat him like a dog. Let's go! Ha ha! Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us cigarette, tea, and rum. One day we'll take our leave and go!
It's okay. I'm sorry. Come here.
Look down from your wandering mind, trapped in your thoughts. You don't see past disguise. She's waiting for you at the edge of your trance, wiping the tears you shed for the wrong dalliance. Open your eyes. Open your eyes.
If ever thou shouldst love, in the sweet pangs of it remember me. For such as I am, all true lovers are, unstaid and skittish in all motions else, save in the constant image of the creature that is beloved. Oh. How dost thou like this tune?
It gives very echo to the seat where love is throned.
Thou dost speak masterly. My life upon it, young though thou art, thine eye hath fixed upon some favor that it loves. Hath it not, boy?
A little. By your favor.
She is not worth thee, then. What years in faith?
Of your years, my lord.
Too old. Let still the woman take an elder than herself.
I think it well, my lord.
Let thy love be younger than thyself, for women are as roses, whose fair flower, being once displayed, doth fall that very hour.
But alas, 'tis so, to die even when sweet perfection grow.
Once more, Cesario, get thee to yon same sovereign cruelty. Tell her my love, more noble than the world, prizes not quantity of dirty land. The parts that fortune hath bestowed upon her, tell her I hold as giddily as fortune. But 'tis that miracle and queen of gems that nature pranks her in attracts my soul.
What if she cannot love you, sir?
I cannot be so
But
answered.
you must. Say that there is a woman, as perhaps there is, who loves you with the very same pang of heart you have for Olivia. But you cannot love her. Must she go unanswered?
No woman's sighs can bide the beating. Bide the beating of so strong a passion as love doth give my heart. No woman's heart so big to hold so much. Make no compare between that love a woman can bear me and that I owe Olivia.
Aye, but I know.
What dost thou know?
That love too little the men may owe. My father had a daughter who loved a man. I were a woman. Perhaps I would too, my lord.
What's her history?
Blank, my lord. She never told her love. She let concealment like the worm in the bud feed on her damasked cheek. The green and yellow melancholy sat like a monument. Was this not love, indeed? We men may speak more, swear more, but indeed we prove little in our love and much in our vow.
But died thy sister of her love, my boy?
I am all the daughters in my father's house and all the brothers too, and yet I know not. Shall I to your lady?
That's the theme. To her in haste. Give her this jewel. Tell her my love can give no place. By no denay.
Oh, boy.
What is coming down the wall?
He has been John around practicing his behavior with his own shadow.
Tis but fortune. All is fortune. Mariah once told me my lady did affect me, and I've heard herself succumb thus near that should she fancy it should be one of my complexion. Besides, she uses me with a more exalted respect than anyone else that follows her. So what should I think on it?
I could beat the rogue beast.
To be Count Malvolio.
Still him,
Oh.
peace.
There is example for it. The lady of distress, he married the yeoman of the wardrobe. You. I require your chair. I might give it back. I don't know yet. Having been married 3 months to her, sitting in my state, calling my officers about me, in my French velvet gown, having come from a daybed where I have left Olivia sleeping,
Fire and brimstone.
and then to have the humor of state, and after a demure travel of regard, telling them I know my place as I would they should do theirs, to ask for my kinsman, Toby.
Bolts and shackles.
7 of my people, with an obedient start, make out for him. I frown the while, perchance, what am I watch for? Play with some rich jewels. Toby approaches, curtsies, there to me.
Shall this fellow live?
I extend my hand to him thus, quenching my familiar smile with an austere regard of control, saying, Cousin Toby, my fortunes having cast me on your niece, do give me the prerogative of speech. You must amend your drunkenness. Besides, you waste the treasure of your time with a foolish knight.
Oh, that's me, I warrant you.
One Sir Andrew.
I knew it was I.
What have we here? Jove knows I love, but who? Lips do not move. No man must know. No man must know if this should be thee, Malvolio. I may command where I adore, but silence like a knife with bloodless stroke my heart doth gore. M-O-A-I doth sway my life. M-O-A-I doth sway my life.
No one knows what MOAI means. No one, not a single person.
What? Here follows prose. If this fall into thy hand, revolve. Though in my stars I'm above thee, be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. To inure thyself to what thou art like to be, cast thy humble slope and appear fresh. She thus advises thee that sighs for thee. Remember who commended thy yellow stockings and wished to see thee cross-gartered. Go to, thou art made, if thou desirest to be so. If not, let me see thee a steward still, the fellow of servants and unworthy to touch fortune's fingers. Farewell, see thou would alter services with thee. The fortunate, unhappy. Daylight and champagne discovers not more. This is open. I will be proud. I will read politic authors. I will baffle Sir Toby. I will wash off gross acquaintance. I'll be pointibized the very man. My lady loves me. She did commend my yellow stockings of late. She did praise my leg being cross-gartered, and in this she manifests herself to my love and drives me to these habits of her liking. Oh, I thank my stars I am happy. Oh, here's yet the postscript. Thou canst not choose but know who I am. If thou entertainest my love, let it appear in thy smiling. Thy smiles become thee well. Therefore, in my presence, smile still, dear my sweet, I prithee. Jove, I thank thee! I will smile! I will do everything thou wilt have me do!
Oh, bravo, yes, woo, bravo, madame. Oh, thou hast put him in such a dream that when the image of it leaves him, he must run mad. Shall I play my freedom and become thy bond slave?
truly sorry on behalf of the cast and crew. I would cost your ticket, but the shows are free.
Alright, folks, we're going to take a quick 15-minute intermission. We'll be right back.
Boy! Welcome, one and all, big and small. Thank you very much, denizens of Illyria and honored guests, for attending our festival today. Let me hear you out there. That's what I'm talking about. Now, as this is a festival, what would a festival be without song and dance? Now, Sir Andrew and myself, being knights of the realm, are obviously quite well traveled. That we certainly are. We've been high, we've been low, we've been all around. But there is one place that sticks in our collective mind as one of the most beautiful that we have ever seen. It is a valley, and inside that valley, there is a picturesque bog. One might even call it a rattling bog. And those of you similarly well-traveled might know the words to the song we're about to sing, and I encourage you to join in. And if you don't know the words, just make some noise. It's a festival after all, huh? Yeah! Oh, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Rare bog, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. And in that bog there was a hole, a rare hole, a rattling hole. Hole in the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Rare bog, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. And in that hole there was a tree, a rare tree, a rattling tree. Tree in the hole, in the hole, in the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Rare bog, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. And on that tree there was a branch, a rare branch, a rattling branch. Branch on the tree, and the tree, and the hole, in the hole, in the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Rare bog, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. And on that branch there was a twig, a rare twig, a rattling twig. Twig on the branch, and the branch on the tree, and the tree, and the hole, in the hole, in the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Rare bog, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. And on that twig there was a nest, a rare nest, a rattling nest. Nest on the twig, and the twig on the branch, and the branch on the tree, and the tree, and the hole, in the hole, in the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Rare bog, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. And in that nest there was an egg, a rare egg, a rattling egg. Egg in the nest, and the nest on the twig, and the twig on the branch, and the branch on the tree, and the tree, and the hole, in the hole, in the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Rare bog, the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. And in that egg there was a chick.
What kind of chick?
A rare chick. A wee little rattling. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chick in the egg, and the egg, and the nest, and the nest, and the twig, and the twig, and the branch, and the branch, and the tree, and the tree, and the hole, in the hole, in the bog down in the valley.
I take donations.
Don't mind us.
Save thee, friend, and thy music. Dost thou live by thy... The djembe? Anyone know what that is?
No, sir. I live by the church.
Oh, art thou a churchman?
No such matter, sir. I do live by the church, for I do live at my house, and my house doth stand by the church.
Oh, really good. So thy might say, a king lies by a beggar, but beggar dwells near him?
You have said, sir. A sentence is but a glove to a good wit. how quickly the wrong side may be turned outward.
I warn thou, merry fellow, and carest for nothing.
Not so, sir. I do care for something. But in my conscience, sir, I do not care for you. If that be to care for nothing, sir, I would it would be to make you invisible.
Art thou not Lady Olivia's fool?
No, indeed, sir. The Lady Olivia has no folly. She will keep no fool, sir, till she be married. And fools are as like husbands as pilchards are to herrings. The husband's the bigger. I am indeed not her fool. Thank you. But her corrupter of words.
I saw thee late at Count Orsino's.
Foolery, sir. Just walk about the orb like the sun. It shines everywhere. I would be sorry, sir, but the fool should be as oft with your master as with my mistress.
Here are expenses for thee.
Now Jove and his next commodity of hair, send thee a beard.
By my troth, I'll tell thee, I am almost sick for one. Yet I would not have a grow on my chin. Is thy lady within?
Will not a pair of these have bread, sir?
Yes, being kept together and put to good use.
Or perhaps then a Romeo for this Juliet.
I understand, sir. Well begged.
The matter, I hope, is not great, begging but a beggar. My lady is within, sir. I will conster to them whence you come. Who you are and what you would are out of my welkin. I might say element, but the word is overworn.
This man is wise enough to play the fool. And to do that well craves a certain kind of wit. He must observe the mood on whom he jests, the quality of persons and the time, and, like the haggard, observe every feather that falls before his eye. This takes as much labor as a wise man's art, to show his folly as he shows fit. But folly fallen quite taints their wit.
What is your name?
Cesario is your servant's name, fair princess.
My servant, sir? 'Twas never merry world when such lowly feigning was called compliment. Your servant, the Count Orsino, youth.
Your servant's servant is your servant's madam.
I think not on him. For his thoughts would they were blanks rather than filled with me.
I've come to whet you gentle thoughts on his behalf.
Oh, pray, I beseech you. But if thou wert to undertake another suit, I'd rather hear you solicit that than to hear music from the spheres.
Dear lady, I could never.
Give me leave, I pray you. I did send, after the last enchantment you made here, a ring in chase of you. So did I abuse myself, my servant, and I fear you? What thinkest you? Let me hear you speak.
I pity you.
That's a degree of love.
It's not a grice, we pity our enemies.
Why, then methinks 'tis time to smile again. Oh, how apt the poor are to be proud. If one is to be a prey, how much better to fall before the lion than the wolf? Be not afraid, good youth, I will not have you. But when youth and wit have come to harvest, your wife is to reap a proper man. There lies your path, due west.
You'll nothing for my master by me.
Stay. I prithee, tell me what thou thinkest of me.
I think you know not who you are.
If I would, I think the same on you.
Then you think right, I am not what I am.
What would you rather than what I have you be?
Would it be better than what I am? If it would be, then I'd be your fool.
Oh, what a deal of scorn looks so beautiful in the contempt and anger of his lip. A murderous guilt shows not itself more soon than love that may seem hid. Love's night is noon. Well, Cesario, by the roses of the spring, by maidhood, truth, honor, everything, I love thee so that maugre all thy pride, nor wit nor reason can my passion hide. Do not extort thy reasons from this clause, for that I woo, thou hast no cause. But ever reason thus with reason fetter. Love sought is good, but given unsought is better.
By my innocence and by my youth, I have one heart, one bosom, and one truth, that no mistress has, nor mistress shall be if it's I alone. Good madam, nevermore will my master's tears to you deplore.
What Yet come again, for thou perhaps mayst move thou heart which now abhors to like his love.
No, faith, I'll not stay a jot longer. Thy reason, dear fellow, give thy reason. Mary, I did see your niece do more favors to the Count's serving man than ever she bestowed upon me. I saw it in the orchard. Well, did she see thee? As plain as I see you now. Why, well, she did show favor to the youth in your sight only to exasperate you, to awake your dormouse valor, to put fire in your heart and brimstone in your liver. The double guilt of this opportunity you let time wash off, and you are now sailed into the north of my lady's opinion, where you will hang like an icicle from a Dutchman's beard unless you do redeem it by some laudable attempt either at valor or policy. If it be any way, it must be with valor, for policy I hate. Build me thy fortunes upon the basis of valor. Challenge the Count's youth to fight. Hurt him in 11 places. My niece shall take note of it, and assure thyself there is no love broker in the world can more commend in man's report with woman than report of valor. Will you write my challenge to him? Write it in a martial hand. Be curt and brief. Let there be gall in thy ink.
Woo! Oh. I would not by my will have troubled you, but since you make your pleasure of your pains, I will no further chide you.
I could not stay behind you, my desire more sharp than violet steel to spur me forth.
My kind Antonio, I can no other answer make, but thanks, and thanks, and ever thanks. What's there to do? I pray you, let us satisfy our eyes with the memorials and things of fame that do renown this city.
Would you pardon me? I do not without danger walk these streets. Once, in a sea fight against the Count Orsino, his galleys I did some service. Such note indeed that were I betaken Herod would scarce be answered.
Belike you slew a great number of his people.
The offense is not of such a bloody nature, but if I be lapsed here, I shall pay dear.
Well, then do not walk too open.
It doth not fit me. Hold, sir. Here's my purse. In the south suburbs, at the Elephant is best to lodge. There shall you have me.
Why are your purse?
Happily your eye shall light upon some toy you have desire to purchase. And your store, I think, is night for I to market, sir.
I'll be your purse bearer and leave you for an hour. To the Elephant, I remember.
God, he's so sexy.
How now, Malvolio? Oh, God.
Sweet lady.
Smilest thou? I sent for thee upon a sad occasion.
Sad lady? Well, I could be sad. This does make for some obstruction in the blood, this cross-gartering. But what of that? As the sonnet, if it pleases the eye of one, it pleases the eye of all.
Art thou mad?
Oh, man. And I'm not lacking black in my mind, though yellow in my legs.
What is the matter with thee?
Well.
Wilt thou go to bed, Malvolio?
To bed? Bed, my sweetheart, I will come to thee. Make thy bed fine and soft. I will lie with thee.
Oh, why dost thou smile as so and kiss thy hand so oft?
Why appear you with this ridiculous boldness before my lady?
Be not afraid of greatness. 'Twas well writ.
What meanst thou by that, Malvolio?
Oh, some are born great.
Huh?
Some achieve greatness.
What sayest thou?
And some have greatness thrust upon them.
Oh, heaven restore thee.
Remember who commended thy yellow stockings.
Yellow stockings?
And wish to see thee cross-gartered.
Cross-gartered?
Go to, thou art made, if thou desirest to be so. If not, let me see thee a servant still.
Why, this is very midsummer madness.
Madam, the young gentleman of the Count Orsino is returned. I could hardly retreat him back, but he attends your ladyship pleasures.
I'll come to him. Where's my Uncle Toby? And let this fellow be looked to.
Oh. No worse man than Sir Toby to look to me. This concurs directly with the letter. She sends him on purpose so I may appear stubborn to him, for she incites me to that in the letter. Be opposite with a kinsman, surly with servants, let thy tongue tang with arguments of state, and consequently sets down the manner how, as a sad face, a reverend carriage, a slow tongue, in the habit of some sir of note and so forth. And when she went away now, fellow, let this fellow be looked to. Not Malvolio, nor after my degree, but fellow. Why, everything adheres together. That no dram of a scruple, no scruple of a scruple, no obstacle, no prejudice or unsafe circumstance. What can be said? Nothing that can come between me and the full prospect of my hopes. Well, Jove, not I, is the doer of this, and he is to be thanked.
What way is he in the name of sanctity?
Go off! Let me enjoy my private. Go off, I discard you.
Oh, how the devil is speak with him! Him! Did I tell you, Sir Toby? My lady prays you care for him.
Peace, peace. We must be gentle with him. How do you, Malvolio? How is it with you? Oh, what man defy the devil? He is an enemy to mankind!
Do you know what you say?
My God, you be not bewitched? My lady will not lose him for more than I
will say.
Oh, it is not for gravity to play at marbles with Satan. Hang him, foul collier!
Get him to say his precious good Toby.
Yeah, my prayers!
Oh, he will not hear of godliness.
Go hang yourselves, you idle I am not of your elements!
Oh, yes! Why? Oh, is it possible? His very genius hath taken the infection of the device. I've crafted my challenge to Orsino's youth. I warrant there's vinegar and pepper in it.
Read.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. Youth, whatsoever thou art a scurvy fellow. Wonder not, nor admire not in thy mind why I do call thee thus, for I will show thee no reason. Thou comest to the Lady Olivia, and in my sight she uses thee kindly, but thou liest in thy throat. Oh, that is not the matter I challenge thee for. I will waylay thee going home, where, if it be thy chance to kill me, thou killest me like a rogue and a villain. Fare thee well, and may God have mercy upon one of our souls. He may have mercy upon mine, but my hope is better. So look to thyself, thy friend, as thou usest him, and thy sworn enemy. Andrew Aguecheek? Oh, Andrew Aguecheek. Well, if this letter move him not, his legs cannot. Now, as soon as thou seest him, draw. And as thou drawest, swear horrible, for a horrible oath, sharply twanged off with a swaggering accent, gives manhood praise. Nay, let me alone for swearing. Away!
I've said too much unto a heart of stone and laid my honor on it. There's something in me that reproves my fault, but such a headstrong fault it is that it but mocks reproof.
With the same behavior that your passion bears goes on to my master's grief.
Wear this jewel for me. It's my picture. Refuse it not. It hath no tongue to vex you. And I beseech you, come again this way tomorrow. What shall you ask of me that I'll deny?
Only but this, your true love for my master.
How can I give him that which I've already given unto you?
I will acquit you.
Come again tomorrow. Fare thee well. A fiend like me might bear my soul to hell.
Oh my God. Okay. Oh, I just want to open it. Okay. Oh.
God save thee, sir.
And you, sir.
What defense thou hast, betake thee to it. Of what nature are the wrongs thou hast done him, I know not, but thy interceptor, full of despite, bloody as the hunter, attends thee at the orchard's end. Well, dismount thy tuck, for thy opponent is quick, skillful, and deadly.
You must have me mistaken, sir. I'm sure no man hath any quarrel with me. My remembrance is free and clear of any offense done to any man.
You'll find it otherwise, I assure you. Therefore, if you hold your life at any price, betake you to your guard, for thy assailant has within him what youth, strength, skill, and wrath can furnish man withal.
Oh, what kind of man is he?
Well, he is a knight, dubbed with unhatched rapier. It's a devil in a private brawl. Souls and bodies hath he divorced, three. And his incensement towards thee at this moment is so implacable that satisfaction can be none but by pangs of death and sepulchre.
I am no fighter. I am no fighter. I am no fighter. I've heard of men who quarrel to prove their valor. Be this a man of that quirk?
Sir, no.
Oh.
His indignation derives itself out of a very competent injury. Therefore, get you on and give him his desire. Strip your sword naked, for metal you must, or forswear to wear iron about you.
This is uncivil as strange, I beseech you. Since you know the knight and what my offense to him is, I assure you it's of my negligence and not of my purpose.
That the knight is incensed against you, even to a mortal arbitrament, I know, but, nothing of the circumstance more.
What manner of man is he?
He is the most skillful, bloody, fatal opposite that you could ever have found in any part of Illyria. Right? Will you walk towards him?
No.
Oh, I will make your peace with him.
No.
If I can.
Oh, I will be much indebted to you for it. I am one who'd rather go with Sir Priest than Sir Knight. I care not who knows much of my metal.
Oh, why? He's a very devil, man. I have not seen such a farrago. I had a pass with him, rapier, scabbard, and all, and he gives me the stuck-in with such a mortal motion that it is inevitable. And on the answer, he pays you as surely as your feet hit the ground they step on. They say he has been fencer to the Sophie. I'll not meddle with him. Aye, but he will not be pacified. I'll give him my horse. Right. Stand here. Make a good show on it. Huh? May this end without the perdition of souls. There's no remedy for it, sir. He will fight you for oath's sake. Draw for the supportance of his vow.
I pray God, defend me.
Put up your sword! If this young gentleman have done offense, I take the fault on me!
You, sir, what are you?
What, sir? The first lovers yet do more than you have heard it back to you, we will!
Oh, nay, if you be an undertaker, I am for you.
Whoa. You, Antonio, I arrested thee at the streets of town Orsino.
You do mistake me, sir!
No.
Very sure will I!
Is he okay?
No.
I know your favor well, sir, though you now have no sea cap on your head. Come, sir, away.
This comes with seeking you? Will you do now my necessity? It makes me to ask you for my purse. It grieves me much more for what I cannot do for you than what befalls myself.
Away?
I entreat of you some of that money.
What money, sir? For the kindness you hath shown me and my lean low ability, I'll lend you something. Hold. Here is half of my coffer. There you go.
Will you deny me now? Is it possible that my deserts can lack persuasion to you? Do not tempt my misery, lest it make me so unsound a man as to upbraid you with those kindnesses that I have done for you.
I know you not, though my voice or any appearance. I hate ingratitude in a man more than
Oh,
any
heavens themselves!
Sir. Hey,
This you see here, I snatched one half out of the jaws of death.
what is that to me?
Oh, has Sebastian died for future
No.
shame?
Away with you.
Lead me on.
Methinks with his words such passion fly that he believes himself. So not I. Oh, imagination, oh, prove true that I, poor brother, seem to be mistaken for you.
There you go.
Berlin?
Oh, will you make me believe I am not sent for you?
Go to, thou art a foolish fellow. Let me be clear to thee.
No, I do not know you, nor I am not sent to you by my lady to bid you come speak with her. Nor your name is not Master Cesario, nor this is not my nose neither.
I prithee, vent thy folly somewhere else. Thou knowest not me.
Vent my folly. He has heard that word of some great man and now applies it to a fool. Vent my folly. I prithee now, ungird thy strangeness, and tell me what I shall vent to my lady. Shall I vent to her that thou art coming?
I prithee, foolish Greek, depart from me. Here, there's money for thee. If you tarry longer, you shall receive worse payment.
By my troth, thou hast an open hand. These wise men that give fools money get themselves a good report. After 14 years' purchase.
Oh, nay, have we met again, sir? Well then, there's for you.
Oh, well, there's for thee.
Good. Wait, hold on.
Are all the people mad?
Hold, sir, or I'll throw your dagger over the house. Come, sir, hold. I'll have an action of battery against him if there be any law in Illyria, though I struck him first.
Let go thy hand.
Oh, put up your iron! Oh, you are well fleshed. Come on!
Let me. I will free from thee. Draw thy sword if thou darest tempt me further.
What? Nay, then I must have an ounce or two of this malapert blood from you. Ah!
Toby, on thy life I charge thee, hold.
Madam,
Ungracious wretch! Been fit for the mountains and barbarous caves where manners were never preached? Get out of my sight! Be not offended, dear Cesario. Rudesby, be gone. Prithee, gentle friend, let thy wisdom, not thy passion, serve in this uncivil and unjust extent against thy peace. Go with me to my house, and there you'll hear all the numerous, fruitless pranks that ruffian botched up, and thou mayst smile at this. Thou hast no choice but go. Do not deny. Beshrew his soul for me. Thou hast started a part of my heart in thee.
What relish is in this? Which way runs the stream? Am I mad or is this a dream? Well, let still my fancies sleep in Lethe, if it be thus to dream. So let it be.
Nay, come, I prithee. Oh, I do wish thou wouldst be ruled by me.
Madam, I will.
Well, say so and so be! Ooh.
Jolly Robin, tell me how thy lady does. My lady is unkind. My lady is pretty. Hey, Robin, jolly Robin, tell me why is she so? She loves another. She loves another.
Bonus dying. Yeah, that was good, eh?
As the old hermit of Prague that never saw pen and ink very wittily said to a niece of King Gorboduc, that is. So I, being Master Parson, am Master Parson. For what is that but that, and is but is.
What ho, I say! Peace in this prison!
Who calls there?
Sir Topaz the curate, come to visit Malvolio the lunatic.
Sir Topaz! Sir Topaz, good! Sir Topaz, go to my lady!
Out hyperbolical fiend! How vexest thou this man? Talkest thou nothing but of ladies?
Sir Topaz, never was man thus wronged! Good Sir Topaz, do not think I'm mad. They've laid me here in hideous darkness.
Dishonest Satan! Sayest thou this house is dark?
As hell, Sir Topaz!
Why, it hath bay windows transparent as barricadoes, and the clerestories toward the south-north are as lustrous as ebony. And yet complainest thou of obstruction?
I'm not mad, Sir Topaz! I say to you, this house is dark!
Madman, thou errest. I say there is no darkness, but ignorance.
I'm no more mad than you are! Make the trial of it in any question!
What is the opinion of Pythagoras concerning wildfowl?
That the soul of our grandam might happily inhabit a bird.
What thinkest thou of his opinion?
Well, I think nobly of the soul, and no way approve his opinion.
Remain thou in darkness. Thou shalt hold the opinion of Pythagoras ere I allow of thy wits, and fear to kill a woodcock, lest thou dispossess the soul of thy grandam.
Sir Topaz! Sir Topaz!
Hey, Robin, jolly Robin, tell me how thy lady does.
Fool!
My lady is unkind, pretty. Alas, why is she so?
Fool, I say!
Who calls, huh?
Oh, good fool, as ever thou wilt deserve well at my hand. Go to my lady! Help me to a light and a pen, ink, and paper!
Master Malvolio?
I good fool!
Alas, sir, how foul you besides your 5 wits?
Fool, there never was man so notoriously abused. I am as well in my wits, fool, as thou art.
Ah, then you are mad indeed, if you be no better in your wits than a fool.
They send ministers to me, keep me in darkness, and do all they can to face me out of my wits.
Advise what you say. The minister is here.
Oh,
Malvolio, Malvolio, thy wits the heavens restore. Endeavor thyself to sleep and leave thy vain bibble-babble.
Sir Topaz!
Maintain no words with him, good fellow.
I, sir. Not I, sir.
Marry, amen.
I will, sir. I will.
Fool! Fool, I say!
Alas, sir, be patient.
Good fool, help me to some light and some paper. I tell thee I am as well in my wits as any man in Illyria.
Well a day that you were, sir.
By this hand, I am. Just convey what I will set down to my lady. It shall advantage thee more than the bearing this letter ever did.
I will help you to it. But tell me true, are you not mad, or do you but counterfeit?
I tell thee true.
I'll never believe a madman till I see his brains. I will fetch you light and paper and ink.
Fool, unrequited in the highest degree. I prithee, be gone.
I am gone, sir, and anon, sir, I'll be with you again in a trice, like to the old vice, your need to sustain, who with dagger of life in his rage and his wrath cries ah to the devil like a mad lad. Pare thy nails, dad, adieu, goodman devil.
This is the air. That is the sun. This pearl she gave me, I do feel it and see it. Though it is wonder that enwraps me thus, yet it is not madness. Where's Antonio then? I could not find him at the Elephant, yet there he was. And there I found he did range the town to seek me out. His counsel now might do me golden service. Though my soul disputes well with my sense that this may be some error, but no madness, yet doth this accident and flood of fortune so far exceed all instance, all discourse, that I am ready to distrust mine eyes and wrangle with my reason that persuades me to any other trust but that I am mad. Or else the lady's mad. Yet if it were so, she could not sway her house, command her followers, take and give back affairs, and their dispatch with such a smooth, discreet, and stable bearing as I perceive she does. There's something in it that is deceivable. Here the lady comes.
Blame not this haste of mine. If you mean well, then go with me and with this holy man into the chantry by. There, before him, and beneath that consecrated roof, plight me the full assurance. Plight me the full assurance of your faith, so my restless and doubtful soul may be at peace. What do you say?
Madam, I will follow this good fellow and go with you, and having sworn truth ever will be true.
Woo! Then lead the way, good father, and may the heavens so shine that they may fairly note this act of mine. Woo!
Belong you to the Lady Olivia, friend?
Aye, sir, I am one of her trappings.
I know thee well. How dost thou, my good fellow?
Truly, sir, the better for my foes and the worse for my friends.
Just the contrary, the better for thy friends.
No, sir, the worse.
How can that be?
Marry, sir, they praise me and make an ass of me. Now my foes tell me plainly I'm an ass, so that by my foes, sir, I profit in the knowledge of myself. While by my friends I am abused, so that conclusions to be as kisses, if your 4 negatives make your 2 affirmatives, why, then the worse for my friends and the better for my foes.
Why, this is excellent.
Why, my troth, sir, no. Though it please you to be one of my friends.
You shall not be worse for me. There's gold.
But that it would be double dealing, sir. I would you could make it another.
You give me ill counsel.
Put your grace in your pocket, sir, for this once, and let your flesh and blood obey it.
I will be so much a sinner to be a double dealer. There's another.
Primo, secundo, tertio is a good play, and the old saying is the third pays for all. The triplex, sir, is a good tripping measure, or the bells of St. Bennet, sir, may put you in mind. 1, 2, 3.
You can fool no more money out of me at this throw. But if you will tell your lady I come to speak with her, and bring her along with you, it may awake my bounty further.
Marry, sir, lullaby to your bounty till I come again. I go, sir, but I would not have you to think that my desire of having is the sin of covetousness. But as you say, sir, let your bounty take a nap. I will awake it anon.
Oh, here comes the man, sir, that did rescue me.
That face of his I do remember well. Yet when last I saw it, it was besmeared black as Vulcan in the smoke of war.
Orsino, this is that Antonio that took the Phoenix and her fraud from Candy, and this is he that did the tiger board when your young nephew Titus lost a leg. Here, in the streets, desperate of shame and state, in private rabble did I apprehend him. Yes.
He did me kindness, sir. He drew on my side, but in conclusion, he did draw strange speeches upon me.
Notable pirate, thou saltwater thief, what foolish boldness brought thee to their mercies, whom thou, in terms so bloody and so dear, hast made thine enemies?
Orsino, noble sir, a witchcraft drew me hither. That most ingrateful boy there by your side from the rude seas, enraged and foamy-mouthed, did I redeem. A rat past hope he was. His life I gave him, and did thereto add my love without restraint. For his sake did I expose myself to the dangers of this adverse town. Drew to defend him when he was beset, were being apprehended as false cunning, denied me mine own purse, which I had recommended to his use not half an hour before.
How can this be?
When came he to this town?
Today, my lord, and for 3 months before, no interim, not a minute's vacancy, both day and night, and we keep company.
Here comes the Countess now. Heaven walks on earth. As for thee, fellow, thy words are madness. 3 months this youth hath tended upon me. Take him aside.
No.
No.
No. Okay.
What would my lord but that he may not have wherein the Lady Olivia may seem serviceable? Cesario, you do not keep promise with me.
Madam?
What do you say,
Olivia?
Cesario? Good, my lord.
My lord would speak, and my duty hushes me.
If it be aught to the old tune, my lord, it would be as fat and fulsome to mine ear as howling after music.
Still so cruel!
Still so constant, lord.
Uncivil lady, whose ingrate and unauspicious altars my soul the faithfulest offerings have breathed out that ever devotion tendered. What shall I do?
If it ever be, my lord, that shall become him.
Why should I not? Had I the heart to do it, kill what I love. a savage jealousy that sometimes savors nobly. But hear me this, that I partly know the instrument that screws me from my true place in your favor. Live you, the marble-breasted tyrant still, but this, your minion, whom I know you love, and whom, by heaven, I swear I tender dearly, will I tear out of that cruel eye where he sits, crowned in his master's spite. Come, boy, with me. My thoughts are ripe in mischief. I'll sacrifice the lamb I do love, despite a raven's heart within a dove.
And I most often have been willing to follow 1,000 deaths with die.
Well, where goes Cesario?
After him I love, more than I love these eyes, more shall I love life, if I do feign witness from above, punish my life by painting my love.
Am I detested? Well, how am I beguiled?
Who beguiles you? Who does you wrong?
Well, dost thou forgot thyself? Is it long? Call forth the Holy Father.
Come, away.
Well, whither, my lord? Cesario, husband. Stay.
Husband?
I, husband. Can he that deny? Her husband, sirrah?
No, sir, not I.
Alas, it is the baseness of thy fear that makes me strangle thy propriety. Fear not, Cesario! Take thy fortunes up! Be it that thou knowest what thou art, then thou know thou art as great as what thou fearest. Ah, welcome, Father. Father, I charge thee upon thy reverence to unfold what thou dost know hath passed between this youth and me.
Okay. A contract of eternal bond of love, confirmed by the joinder of your hand, attested by the holy close of no, not now, sealed and strengthened with the exchangement of rings, and all the ceremony of this compact, sealed in my favor by my testimony, since when my watch hath told me toward my grave I have moved but 2 hours.
Oh, thou dissembling cub! What wilt thou be when time is so to grizzle on thy case? Farewell, and take her. But direct thy feet where thou and I henceforth may never meet.
My lord, I do protest!
Oh, do not swear! Ye have little faith when thou hast too much fear.
Oh, for the love of God, a surgeon!
What is the matter with thee?
Has broke my head across, and has given Sir Toby a bloody coxcomb as well. For the love of God, help!
Who has done this?
The Count's gentleman, Cesario. We took him for a coward, but he's the very devil incarnate.
My gentleman Cesario?
You broke my head for nothing. Whatever I did to you first, I was set on to do by Sir Toby.
Why do you speak to me? You drew your sword upon me without reason. I mistake you fair and hurt you not.
Just let his wounds be looked to.
Madam, I am sorry, but I have hurt your kinsman. But had it been the brother of mine own blood, I could have done no less. You throw strange regard upon me, and by that I see it hath offended you. Pardon me, sweet one, even for the vows we made each other so late ago.
One voice, one one face, one habit, and two persons. A natural perspective that is and is not.
Antonio? Oh, my dear Antonio! How the hours of rest and torture me since I have lost thee. Sebastian, are you... fearest thou that, Antonio? How have you kept division of yourself? An apple clefted two is no more twin than these two creatures. Which is Sebastian?
Most wonderful.
Do I stand there? I never had a brother. I had a sister that the blind waves and surges have devoured. Of Charity, what kin are you to me?
Of Messaline. My father was a Sebastian, and such a Sebastian was my brother too, who is now suited to his watery tomb. If spirits both take form and suit, you've come to fright us.
Spirit I am indeed. Were you a woman, as the rest goes even, I should let my tears fall upon your face and cry thrice welcome, drawn Viola.
If nothing makes us happy both in this masculine usurped attire, know that I am Viola!
Madam, it seems you've been mistook. You are betrothed both to a maid and a man.
Be not amazed. Right noble is his blood. If this be so, I shall have a share in this most happy wreck. Boy, thou hast said to me 1,000 times thou never shouldst love woman like to me.
In all those sayings I will overswear, and all those swearings prove true in soul, as doth orbited continent severs day from night.
Give me thy hand.
Oh.
Give me thy hand. And let me see thee in thy woman's weeds.
Oh, the captain that hath rescued me has my maid's garments, who is now arrested on their Malvolio suits, who is a gentleman and follower of my lady.
I shall enlarge him. What ho, fool?
Aye, madam.
How now, Malvolio, sirrah?
Ah, truly, madam, he holds Beelzebub at the stave's end as well as a man in his case may do. Has here written a letter to you. Should have given it to you this morning, but as a madman's epistles are no gospels, so it skills not much when they are delivered.
Well, open it. Read it.
Look then to be well edified when the fool delivers the madman.
By the Lord,
Now, art thou mad?
No, madam, I do but read madness. If your ladyship will have it as it ought to be, you must allow vox.
Prithee, read in thy right wit.
So I do, Madonna, but to read his right wits is to read thus.
Read it you, sirrah.
Madam, you do wrong me, and the world shall know it. Although you have put me into darkness and given your drunken cousin rule over me, yet I have the benefit of my senses as well as thy ladyship's. I have thine own letter, which induced me to the semblance I put on, with the which I doubt not but to do myself much right or you much shame. Think of me as you will. I speak out of my injury and leave my duty a little unthought of. The madly used Malvolio.
Did he write this?
Aye, madam.
This savors not much of distraction.
Draw him forth, fool. Bring him hither. Good my lord, with all things further thought on, and so please you to think of me so much a sister as a wife. Then we may one day crown the alliance on it here at my house, and at my proper cost. I am most apt to embrace your offer. Your master quits you.
Wrong twin.
Your master quits you. And for your service done him so far beneath the metal of your sex, so far against your soft and tender breeding, and since you called me master for so long, here is my hand. You shall, from this time forth, be your master's mistress. And a sister. That is she. Is this the madman?
Aye, my lord. This same.
How now, Malvolio?
Madam, you have done me wrong. Notorious wrong.
Have I, Malvolio? No.
Lady, you have. Pray you peruse this letter. You must not now deny it is in your hand. Why have you given me such clear lights of favor? Bade me come smiling and cross-gartered to you, to put on yellow stockings, and to frown upon Sir Toby and the lighter people. And, acting this in an obedient hope, why have you suffered me to be imprisoned, kept in a dark house, sent a minister to me, and made the most notorious Gekingall that ever invention played upon? Tell me why.
Alas, Malvolio, this is not my writing. Although I confess, I do envy the character. This is Maria's hand. Alas, how have they most shrewdly passed upon thee? Poor fool, how have they baffled thee?
Why, some are born great. Some achieve greatness. And some have greatness thrown upon them.
I'll be revenged upon the whole pack of you!
He hath been most notoriously abused. Pursue him, and entreat him to a peace. When that is known, and golden time convince, a solemn combination shall be made of our dear souls.
Not over yet.
When that I was and the little tiny boy with hay-ho, the wind and the rain of foolish drink was but a toy for the rain. It raineth every day. But when I came to man's estate with hay-ho, the wind and the rain danced knaves and thieves and shut their gates for the rain. It raineth every day.
left her home a while ago. Where she went we do not know. Went to find a better way for herself. She
Different people, but like we could still be cool, you know? Like
crossed the water
that.
in the sand.
Run for your lives! Ah!
Is this pool noodle? You get to marry me.
Yay!
Hey sis, how you doing?
Stop talking to me! You're a sock puppet! Yeah, you did. I have the proof right here. It's a little another letter.
Did he write this?
Found another side of herself. She always kept up on a shelf. Let it down and let it breathe. Now she brings the strongest to their knees. She got nothing left to lose. Dodging money in the booze. Keeps a smile under the veil. It's a disguise, she wears it well. She's on her own. She's on her own. She's on her own. And she's doing fine.